So you see that compost pile, it's like I got some real dirt in there, you know. I'm gonna have to bring out the old compost sifter, trusty milk crate. But you really need it to be kind of dry, and it's fairly damp in there. Here's my old compost. Come on over, take a look at my old compost, which is just so valuable to me that I keep it in a wheelbarrow and I just mix it in with other things. And lately I've gotten so low in my good compost that I've been mixing in things like this and wait for it to dry, and then I go like that, and then my good compost goes just a little bit farther, right? But that's another reason to go out and do the work you see on that, me going through that other compost pile. But it needs to be kind of dry for the milk crate to work really well. And this has already been sifted, so I'm probably not going to get much out of it, but let's demonstrate a little bit. And you know, I find a piece of plastic, of course. I mean, it's friggin' everywhere, right? Some leaves, another piece of plastic, piece of wood hasn't broken down too much. Not 100% sure what that is. I think that's another piece of plastic of some kind. So, because of that, I'm gonna actually take the compost out of here and fill it up into this wheelbarrow. I'm gonna move this out in the sun. Then I'm gonna sift that in an hour or so once it dries out a bit. And you can see, you really got to break those eggs up because they hang in there, because that's deep into the compost pile. That guy did not break down. Now, admittedly, he's on the edge. The stuff on the edge doesn't break down quite as good as the stuff on the sides. There's another one, probably part of that last one. That's almost like a whole egg right there. Didn't break down at all. But if I go like that, you won't make it through the next round. Now, one thing I should say is I haven't added any worms to this. But so you can see, there's quite a few worms. They're just everywhere. I may, every time I see one, I might add one in there, but not a lot of me doing that. They're just gonna find it because it's got a dirt bottom, and it'll be leaching stuff into the soil, and they'll just follow the plume and come on up. And you got some more plastic, I think. Nice. This is plastic everywhere. I think that's what a dust buster looks like. Synthetic fibers that don't break down. And there, broken. But there you go. That's some nice dirt right there. I don't know what's that living right there. What is that? That, I believe, is some ants. Little ant colony got in here. So this is, a lot of this is dirt, but I'll have to break it down and sift it. But these composters, they're nice. And then like that door, if you have the door, you know, you can kind of harvest this out over time instead of letting it get like this, where it's a major project to get the dirt out of here. Because that thing was mostly dirt, because I left it here for probably more than a year. But yeah, the compost pile definitely shows you what hangs around in the environment. You know, pieces of plastic. Gonna hang around for a long time. Even something like this, which I thought would break down a bit more. It must be some kind of synthetic fiber that this hanging plant, I think that's what this is. But I'm going to put it through again, see if it'll break down. And more plastic, you know. The pieces of plastic. Yeah, it is depressing, you know. There's no denying. It can be depressing. But, you know, you pick it up, you look at what you have here, and you can see it's alive. It's just alive with, it's alive. There's little baby worms everywhere in here. And when you're looking, all this life that you're kind of responsible for making happen, when you're all of that's alive, that's a little positive thing that you're doing. It can help ward off that little bit of darkness that might come. Maybe that you aren't doing enough in your life, or you're useless. No. You can spend a little bit of time and do a little bit of positive. And if you keep doing that, thousands upon thousands, millions even, these little soldiers for the planet go out and help make it better. Maybe it's just one butterfly flapping its wings, earthworm crawling through the dirt. But if you get 1,000,000 of them, maybe you have an effect, especially if everyone's doing it. So yeah, but if I sift my compost and I see all of that life, then I'm pretty much responsible for happening. Not going to happen in suburbia otherwise. A wheelbarrow full of compost and full of life, full of new Mother Earth. One little bit more created and not destroyed by the human.